Yes? You understand that? Really, I want you to try this at home too, you know? This is the kind of fun part of the learning vocabularies, you know? Like you listen and you recognize the context and you know how the word is being used, and that's a great exercise. But at the same time, when you learn the vocabs and you just go and write an essay, or even just for your speaking, I want you to really use it, you know? Like every day we come here and we use the some kind of warming up speaking topic, and I ask you to do the research and just make your own speech. You know, when you do the research and then try to present something, I want you to really use the words that you studied. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? Yeah? Okay. We're going to start with number one. Number one. What would be the most exciting and controversial debate topic that we can make our discussion really blank? We should have, first of all, we should have a very conflicted opinions about the one topic. It could be abortion, it could be a death penalty, or whether we should use or even consume more GMO product. And there are lots of different kind of opinions about one topic. And when you have a very polar opposite opinion about the one matter, then you're going to have very blank discussion. Meaning that with your like passion, with your intelligence, and try to really win over the opponents and try to really present the data, statistic, and fantastic logic, and that's how you're gonna really make the discussion or debate more blank. That could be sometimes stressful, but it's gonna be very blank. Because you get to hear the different people's opinion, and you're gonna really learn a lot from it. That was number one. Okay. Number two. This is the verb, and I'm gonna conjugate it, and I'll give you a number of the letters. This is gonna be 8 letters. 8 letters. Okay. You have had the experience where you did something wrong, and then your parents or a teacher or even the principal in your school, they give you some kind of new guidance or the direction, or even you got scolded for what you have done something wrong, right? Let's say you kept breaking the laws of the school or even the policies, and which is not really cool. But I don't think you guys have done it a lot, but sometimes we made a mistake and then you got blanked by the teachers or even parents. Let's say hypothetically you told a lie, which you weren't supposed to do it, and then you got blanked by your parents. Yeah, that's not really happy situation, but sometimes that happened. Okay. Number three. Let's try to make the story which was connected to the previous one that I gave it to you guys. You got scolded and you have to pay for what you have done. There's a consequences. And for example, you got grounded. You got no like pocket money for 1 week. That's gonna be the way that you have to pay for what you have done, especially something wrong. And you kind of follow that consequences and what you were supposed to do, because there are some kind of premises or even the rules that you have to follow. And the teachers in the school, they have some kind of blank or power so that they can give you the bad grade, or they can give you some kind of feedback, which is highly relevant to your future academic path. Therefore, you have to listen to them, right? There's no other choice. It's kind of like equivalent to the workers in the company. I mean, they get paid every month, and your supervisor or even your boss has some kind of blame over your work. Therefore, you have to really follow them. You have to obey the laws in the company, and you have to really just do whatever they said to you. Sometimes we feel kind of rebellious about that, against to the blank, but sometimes you, as a member of the society or the community, the following, the obey, the power, or even the blank, it's gonna make the society in order. Okay. All right, that was number 3. Okay, number 4. Let's go with easy example. Have you ever traveled to America? If you haven't, let's talk about the Las Vegas. When you watch any kind of like footage or even the YouTube videos of what's happening in the Las Vegas, there are lots of shows and performances, and people really enjoy lots of blank shows, the concerts and the musicals, and sometimes they do some kind of like the water fountain show, and that's really fantastic. I mean, sometimes you need to really just give you that entertaining kind of aspect of the life, and when you see something blank, then you're gonna say, wow, that's really awesome, right? Okay, number 5 is very easy too. It's gonna be 8 letters. Okay. You go to Las Vegas, hypothetically, and you're enjoying lots of beautiful shows, and you watch the musical, and the actors on the stage, they wear very beautiful, pretty blank, because they have some kind of characters to play, and they pretend to be someone else. And they do the hair and makeup, and also they have to put on some kind of special blank, so that it could be that character. That was easy. Okay, then another connected story. Number six. I asked you to travel like Las Vegas or New York or Los Angeles and Europe or Japan. People go on a trip and they want to see something different, and they want to enjoy the beautiful sceneries and also enjoy the food. Because for their own blank, and they want to feel some kind of pleasant, enjoyable feeling, so they pay for the time, and also they even fly to like whole new another city for 14 hours, and they enjoy the entire kind of city. People have a different way of just getting themselves different blank. For some people, maybe studying could be one of the ways they enjoy the blank. And people, let's say, Megan said she sometimes goes for surfing, and that's a great blend too. You know, you can enjoy, you can have a really happy, pleasant time. That was number 6, and now I could give you a number 7, which is completely different kind of example. Number seven. We're talking about cloning. Do you know what a cloning is? Basically, you copy the DNA. Let's say you could really copy the same genetically identical creature just by picking up the hair, and you can create your secondary you. Then that's gonna be awesome. And also, if you have some kind of chronic disease, and you can get the organ transplanted, and there are lots of great benefits of having somebody copied and just like creating, reproducing whole new another biological being. However, there is some kind of blank issue, whether that's gonna be right or righteous. To copy a body or copy a human. Though we have lots of benefits or even advantages, we don't really just go for it without any hesitation, because we feel some kind of blank responsibility, and you don't really find it morally right. And when you deal with some kind of issues that really pertains some kind of moral issue, then you could say, oh, there are some blank issue arose. You got it?